We resist. We fight against the thing that we want most. You could say we're resisting our future. We fight against the future. Why is it we actually do this? Why? Hey friends, I'm Ash. I'm going to teach you the neuroscience as to why we resist the things that we want and need most despite our best efforts. And I'm going to teach you one thing so you can start to flip the experience. So if you're resisting something, applying for a new role in your company, if it's wanting a different marriage or to deepen the marriage you have, if it's wanting healthier habits so that you feel better in your physical body, how to stop resisting the thing that you know is going to change your life. It's like, let's get after that one domino that when you knock it over is going to affect everything else. So for 18 years, I've been working with people in this intersection of neuroscience and wellness. Some call it neuro wellness, specifically really understanding how humans work, how we get stuck, and how we change with principles based in neuroscience. Okay, so who is this video for? You're a professional. You are engaged with your life. You're a leader. There is something in you that wants to progress, that wants to advance. You could imagine it's that next frontier. Perhaps you've ticked a lot of boxes, but you know that there's more. And it's not necessarily more stuff. There's another frontier that you have to go there. And yet, you're resisting. And I just want to say I am a fellow human on the path. Everything I teach, I apply to myself. Is it always easy? No. Is it simple? It can be. Okay, I want to tell you a story in terms of how is it I can teach about resistance. In 2008, I started this business. At the time, in 2008, Zoom, Instagram, and Pinterest did not exist. So for context, and YouTube was 3 years old. And so after many years of running a successful practice online, I grew very tired of working online and running online courses. I was starting to resist what I had created. I was resisting a change I knew I had to make. I had only known how to work online. I did not know how to work in person. What I did know was working online was killing my soul. If you're a client watching this, it's not personal. Long story short, I was resisting the change that I had to make, and it was starting to create significant havoc physically, health issues, financially. You could imagine when you're resisting and you're procrastinating and you're hesitating, making some kind of change, if you were to put pen to paper, what that can actually cost. And it was just creating a lot of disorder, anger, and frustration. And I was resisting the very thing that I knew I had to do, is I had to make a transition. Now, I want to say to you that what that experience taught me and still teaches me is resistance is an incredibly powerful indicator that you're actually on the edge of some change. I like to think of it now as the edge of the next frontier of success. You're right at that edge. So I want to say, if you're resisting the thing that you want, there's nothing wrong with you. This is not a willpower problem. This is not a character flaw. The brain has some things going on and it will naturally resist. Let's get into the neuroscience. I want to teach you 3 concepts as to why we resist. Pretend this is a whiteboard. Number 1, resistance is false safety. You could think of it as your brain's best survival strategy. What does that mean? Your brain is trying to keep you safe. It is super simple. The unknown is not known territory. Your brain does not know that it can survive anything unknown, despite how great that might be. So anything new poses a threat to your critter brain, your subconscious mind, the part of your brain that is solely focused on, do you have a heartbeat? Do you have a breath? That's it. Resistance is genius level adaptation. So your brain will resist anything new, anything unknown, simply because it wants to ensure your survival. Does that make change easy? I'll let you answer that question. No. So you could think that this is a very ancient survival strategy at play. Not a time to shame yourself, not a time to beat yourself up, truly a time to acknowledge, hey, I have this part of my brain that is really genuinely focused on my survival. Do I have a heartbeat? Do I have a breath? And this unknown could potentially threaten survival. Abort mission. Resist, put the brakes on, go back and do anything, everything familiar. So again, number 1, resistance is a false safety mechanism. Let's move on to number 2. Resistance is biology. So the version of you who doesn't ask for a raise, the version of you who sulks in the boardroom and doesn't raise your hand to provide insight or feedback or to help innovate or create, that version of you has decades of wiring. Your system, your brain, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind is wired in very specific ways where stepping out and doing the new things, doing things that you really want to advance your life, is going to propose a challenge. Resistance is biology. And the version of you that, let's just say you want a new job, you want a raise, you want to step in a higher role in your company, great. That version of you, the new self, that could only be weeks old, months old. If you just came to this idea where you're like, you know what, I want to apply for that COO role. Totally out of my league. I've got the skills. I want to apply. I want to do it. That's the new self. That new self might just be weeks or months old. And what's interesting is that there's a gap. There's a gap between the old self and the new self. Old self, decades of survival programming or patterning. It's how you are. It's how you are wired. And the new self is starting to come online. And there's a gap between these two aspects of self. So it's a gap. It's biology. When you go from the old self to the new self, and there are some very specific things that you can do to step into this new self so that your brain does not resist, reject, and want to abort mission. We're not doing that here. I'm just explaining high-level concepts. Okay. The third reason why we resist, resistance is the map. The map to what? And I'm going to ask you to lean in here. Imagine we're in a workshop and I'm teaching you. Resistance is the map of the new self. How is it you want to be as this new person? So imagine you applied for the COO role. Who is it you have to become to be able to be that person in that role? There's going to be some change, I imagine. Now, here's what I want to say in terms of resistance being the map. Whatever feels most unfamiliar, scary, odd, foreign, kind of like, ooh, that makes me feel really, really uncomfortable. I am not certain I can do that. That's exactly where the map is pointing. That is the edge. That is the next frontier. And that's where the work is. So anywhere you have resistance in life, that's the invitation. That's the moment to say, this is the map. This is the future. This is the unknown. This is exactly where I need to do the work. Resistance is not the enemy. It's the map, and it has within it the directions for where you're going next. This is where I'm going to show you how to fix, quote unquote, resistance. So how is it to start to make it work for you? Resistance is so powerful. Procrastination, avoidance, resistance. I think it's all the same makeup. Pick whatever word is right for you. But how is it you start to turn it around and make it work for you? If it's so powerful to stop you, can it be so powerful to help you? That's the reframe. Okay, so I said in the last bit that resistance is the map. So if you want to take out a pen and paper, you could pause the video and take a scan of your life. What are you resisting the most right now? And I would say to you, that is exactly where energy could be invested, time could be invested. I had a mentor who would often say, what you resist persists. And that can go on for years, that can go on for decades. So why not just take a moment right now? And you know that this is how I like to teach on YouTube. It's a workshop style. Pause the video, do some writing, turn it back on. Where are you most resistant right now in life? Just gather some information. Write on paper what is actually going on for you and just say, here's my edge. This is my discomfort. This is where I'm resisting, and here's what I'm not doing. And just own it. Okay, let's talk about the possibilities. So I want to play a game with you. Knowing how powerful resistance, procrastination, all that stuff can actually be, here's a couple questions I want to propose to you. What will be possible when you know specifically how to change resistance into action? What will your life look like? So instead of fighting against your future, instead of fighting against yourself, which creates a tremendous amount of stress in your body, disorder, incoherence, it's an extremely taxing state on you physically, mentally, and emotionally. What will be possible when you can meet resistance with an understanding of, I know how to do this. It doesn't feel good. I don't like it, but I've got a couple tools so that I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to make it work for me. Next question. How will things change when you're no longer avoiding the thing that you want so badly? And I'll use myself, the example I shared at the start of the video. I resisted changing my career. It cost me a lot of money. It cost stress in my marriage. It was an incredibly challenging period. What has opened up as a result of going through the change, my whole career I did a 180. I would say things have changed in the best way possible, and it's proof. It gives me goosebumps. Change is so uncomfortable, but on the other side is the stuff that we actually really want, and it's the stuff that we need. Change is inevitable. Are you going to resist it? Or are you going to figure out how to work with it and move through it? So I shared 3 things, 3 concepts based in neuroscience as to why is it that we resist. Number 1, resistance is false safety. It's a survival mechanism. It is genius level adaptation. Your brain is trying to ensure your heartbeat and your breath. Second reason, resistance is biology. There is a process of going from the old self to the new self. Third piece, resistance is the map. So whatever it is that you're resisting, that is the edge, that is the frontier of the next part of your success, your growth, your evolution, your healing, your wholeness. And in that resistance, there are instructions, there are directions, there's information. I asked you a couple questions so that you can start to consider the possibility of what life can and will look like when you know how to work resistance and stop fighting your future. I'm going to wrap this up. Hey, I'm Ash. In this video, I gave you concepts. I did not teach you specific tools. If you are a professional, you're a leader, you're someone who's engaged with life, your work, you want to do good in the world, and you want to know very specifically how to change, I have something for you. I am hosting a 2-day workshop in a couple weeks where I'm teaching you very specifically the neuroscience of how to change. It is for 8 people only, 8. At the time of you're watching this, it may already be sold out. So I'm going to put a link down below. It is a curated cohort, so to say. Professional people, leaders, people who are serious, you're investing in your life and you've hit the edge, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to get beyond it, you've tried the podcasts, you've tried the books, you've tried a lot of different things and it's not quite working. I want to teach you some concepts based in neuroscience so that you're not fighting your future, you're not resisting where you actually want and need to go next. Please know it's application only. I am the one looking at the applications. If you are booking a call because you want to chit chat about YouTube or talk about your dog or whatever, I'm going to have to deny your application. I am on a mission to help people change. So you can take a look below. You will find the link. The training is in a couple workshop training. It's in a couple weeks, and I would love to see how this can best support you. And this is where I'm actually teaching you the tools. I'm going to teach you the concepts, but I'm going to teach you the tools so that you can apply it to your life and affect the change that you want. I'm going to stop talking, and I hope this video, actually, if you would share in the comment section, what about this? What did you learn that is most interesting? I want to hear that. Okay, good day and good night. Goodbye.